We have these kind of heaters throughout the house. This is the largest one, obviously, and it's in the largest room, which is the bedroom, and smaller ones in each of the other rooms. And when I unscrewed mine so that I could, paint around it, Mark decided to test them. And it turns out that the units themselves are fine. Well, mostly. Anyway, he took this one out. This one was good. Then we moved into his room, and he took that one out, and it turns out that this one had it had a wire that was disconnected, I guess. So I told him, try putting the one in my room that's good here. And sure enough, it works. Wonderful. So now we have electric heat here as well. And he's decided that he wants to work on getting this one going. So he went up into the attic. Scary stuff. Went up into the attic, traced the wires, and found out that, the wires are good. For some reason, this room had 2 items that were disconnected. And they were this unit, this wall outlet. So these 2 were on the same. He went up in the second attic. We do have 2 attics in this house. Traced the wire, and sure enough, went into the...
It's the one that's hanging out.
Electric box, and there is one hanging out here. You can see 2 wires, one red, one white, that were not connected. And that's why those didn't work. So looks like the electrician did mostly a good job, but whatever. Anyway, Mark has decided that yes, he can connect this. Scares the heck out of me seeing this thing open. He tells me he will turn it off totally. But we have to go and get a 20 amp fuse, Mark?
20 amp breaker.
20 amp breaker. We do have 2 spare 30s that were for the old well. There was a whole new line, and that's this one here that was brought up to the well. And so we did trace that there were 2 30 amp breakers that were connected to the old well, which we leave turned off because it doesn't work. But instead of using a 30, it's safer to use a 20, so we're going to go out and buy that. And then he's going to turn the power off in the whole house, thank goodness, and connect the little heating element in my room. So then all the heating elements, except maybe one, there's another one in the living room we're going to have to trace, but that one's not critical. We do have one that does work in the living room. Plus we have the little wood stove there. So between the wood stove and all these electric heaters, we should be fine. And not only that, the temperature is going up to 60s and 70s next week. Yay! Okay, so now Mark is busy repairing this electric heater that fits perfectly in the wall. Our 2 choices were to seal up that wall totally, maybe rewire a fixture down lower so that you can put in a different electric heater, one that goes along the wall, or repair the existing ones. And all the rest of them, most of the rest of them work. So this is the one that had a wire loose. Just one wire loose?
A wire got corroded and fell off the element. So
he's...
So I'm trying to salvage the existing wire because in their infinite wisdom, they put fasteners on that cannot be undone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm salvaging, shortening the wire up by maybe a ½ inch, so it should still work fine. But
wonderful.
Just had to cut the bad part out, and I'll be crimping a new connector on it.
Sounds good. Okay. All right, so Mark actually cleaned the cover, which is something we didn't do in the one in the main bedroom. So
well, it's got to come off and get cleaned anyways.
Yeah, we still have work to do there. But at least that one works, and we've got heat in the main bedroom, which is something we needed. And so this one is cleaner. And then there's other parts there. The heating element apparently works. It's just a wire loose that was the problem. So we'll get this together. He will. Mark prefers to do this over painting any day. Okay, the electrical unit is back together again, rewired, and Mark tested it for what? Continuity, I guess, Mark?
Continuity across the element, yes.
Continuity across the element, so this works. He said he tested that and the thermostat in it. Then off to the breaker box, and yes, thank goodness he turned the power off on the whole house and wired in a 20 amp breaker. And now we're going into the bedroom and wiring a electrical outlet that didn't work before. So this fellow's not going to get connected until I've painted the room. And this is the receptacle that was on the same wire as the electric heater that did not work, and he couldn't figure out why it didn't work, and now he's going to change the receptacle here. The first signs of spring, and it's just what, February the 4th? There's one little patch, there's another one, and there's a really healthy one. So it won't be long before we have daffodil blooms. And here's another patch that was hidden in the edge of the woods here. And some more over there. I think those are daylilies. Not sure what these are. We'll know soon enough though.